Hey, what's up, man?
Yo,
Guess who came for a visit? Brooks.
oh, nice.
Yeah, it was good to see that guy.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Amazing.
he came down for Amelie's third birthday party.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
did he dress up?
I mean, the same. He was not worth what we paid for a clown, but he was awesome.
So great.
Yeah. I think he just came for the crudité, really.
How's the weather there now?
Perfect.
So great.
It's gray and like kind of feels like it's gonna rain, but I don't know if it will. It's awesome. It's cool. I got overwhelmed by sun in Arizona for 12 years, so I'm
Yeah.
happy. I'm really happy when it's gray. Waiting for the boss. Oh, he's here.
Haggerty, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, good morning. Okay.
Mr. Maitri down there.
Hey, Nick, you look over sugared somehow.
It's true.
Hi, Mikey. Hey, Mikey. Hey, Mikey. Hey, Cuckoo. Hey, Mikey. Grandpa. Grandpa.
Hi, Grandpa. He's looking at you this way.
Mikey. Mikey. Grandpa. Is it Grandpa?
He's asking me every day, Grandpa, Japan? I said, no, he's back.
Yeah.
Look, Grandpa.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
if you want something frustrating,
Uh-huh.
go to Japan with Seiji. And
I see 10,000 of him.
I go into a coffee shop and they're like, what up, and he's like, oh.
Whoa, Ezra.
Yeah.
Beautiful hair. Oh, is that?
Where is he?
Look, Grandpa.
Looks like a rock star.
Hey, the real estate agent for the university there, his name is Takahashi. Ezra.
They told me that Takahashi is the most popular last name, so there's millions of Takahashis.
In Sedona, you mean?
For sure in Sedona. They're all Takahashi.
Hey, Ezra, could you loan Grandpa some hair? Could I have some of your hair?
Give some hair to Geshe, Michael.
Kind of empty up here.
That's nice. Thank you.
I have a haunted house.
Do you have a haunted house?
What?
Hey, I could give it back after the term.
That's lucky.
I'll show you what we got.
Okay.
Okay, look. Can you shut the door for me?
Oh God, we're in Kramer's. Okay, here we
Sure.
go.
Oh boy. Yeah, yesterday was International Translation Day. I learned on
I
Instagram.
missed it.
They messed it up. They should have been today.
Yeah. Well, we had to rest yesterday during International Translation Day and just celebrate ourselves.
Okay, I'm just getting something up here, Mr. Kramer.
Sure.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do a little sales job first.
Please.
Okay. And here we go. This is I call this the house cleaning document. Those of you who were not here this morning, this is kind of a bragging thing about the good work we did for the last 5 years and 8 months, or 9 months, right, Nick?
Yep.
Okay. Adam has finished a book. His book is coming out in November. We're going to be using it heavily in December for the Vietnam retreat and advanced level 2. Allison's saved all the nuns' vows for the first time in 1,000 years. Ben Kramer, first book is finished on all the schools of philosophy. Not published yet, not edited yet. Grandpa and Venerable Ellie finished the Heart Sutra commentary and the Diamond Cutter Sutra commentary, and has been used by many. They all flow into all of our organizations. Gibson Chung is doing a really great and unusual book by Jetsun Kapa about his own spiritual life. Nick has finished a very difficult text by Arya Nagarjuna and an impossible commentary. That's ready for editing. Seiji will finish his first book in about 2 classes. And that's a 600-page classic on compassion, basically. Stanley has finished his first book. It's going to be about 400 pages, and it's the first chapter, which I think is one of the most important chapters of the Abhidharma Kosha. So Gang has finished his first book. It's ready for editing. It's a great commentary on the Wheel of Life. Tung Tung and her team have finished 2 sutras, All the Kinds of Karma, with a great, there's a great video on the DC Press website. Maybe we could show it, okay? Not today, but. And they finished the Long Medicine Buddha Sutra, and they have now finished the Short Medicine Buddha Sutra, which is all the Medicine Buddha stuff there is. And they found the Sanskrit in Afghanistan and cleaned it up with Aisha's help. And she got some international scholars. She's very, what do you call it? She works well. She talks people into helping her. Tim has started on a 56-year project. Yay! I was a teenager. And Utpala's first book, Emptiness Meditations, that's our bestseller, by the way. And it's been used in many, many organizations for many courses. And it's pretty much endless. There's, I think, 30-something proofs of emptiness, some correct, some. And in Word, I think, has published the best mind-only book I've ever seen. And that's a commentary to Jetsun Kapa. So it's been used by many, many organizations for the last year or year and a half. Here's the queue of books coming up next. Ben's text will be out next. Then Sugang, then Nick, then Stanley, then Seiji. So today, I'd just like to do point 2 here. I need a new compilation of the correct footnotes and the correct bibliography entries, okay? So I need to ask you guys to pull that together because that helps me work. And let me show you what I'm talking about, those of you who don't know what that means.
You're going to have to unshare your screen and reshare.
Okay. Hang on, let me get that up.
Again, I think the most recent one is as of May. So it's only adding a little bit more.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be.
It helps, it saves me time.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, here's what those documents look like. Can you guys see that? Son of the True Thought?
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's all the footnotes that we've ever done. And it's 60 pages of footnotes. So it's extremely valuable. When we need a footnote, we have so many footnotes finished that we can pull a footnote out of another book. And pretty soon that's going to be, that will be a separate database. And when you need a footnote, here's the classical reference that you can get. It'll help us to translate faster and faster. And this is the bibliographies piled up. And those are all making these bibliographies takes a long, long time. it's a lot of work. And what it is, it proves where we get the stuff from. So if you ever have a question about a mixed nuts book and you're not sure if something's correct or not, we give you the book, we give you the catalog number, we give you the page number. You can go check it yourself. There's no fact in the mixed nuts book, and we've published. We've done about 40,000 pages so far, in total, since 1975 or something, and it's all backed up like that. Okay, so I think it's one of the cool things. And as we collect more bibliographies, the work will become less and less because we can just cut and paste, as long as they are correct. But if someone sneaks a wrong bibliography entry into this list, it takes Grandpa a long time, much, much longer than if I had done it myself, because I have to fix it. Okay, cool. All right. That's all that's all the housekeeping I'm gonna do, Ben.
Geshe, also Utpala made a combined folder of all of the current checked. She'll correct me if I get this wrong, I hope. Mixed nuts work so far in text documents that can be searched directly with Gopher. So for example, if you're looking for an item in a footnote, but actually it was in the body of the text instead of the footnote, you would still hit the item or the topic that you want to make a footnote from. But of course you would hit any footnote. And of course you would hit any bibliography entry. So it's an incredible search tool.
That's cool. I'd like to have it. I'd like to have it. In theory, we don't really need a separate bibliography document. We can just glue all the translations together that are approved.
Right. And that folder is exactly that. And then you see when you're looking at that document, which item you're in. Of course, you know what text it is. If, for example, you wanted to go and get the properly formatted bibliography entry from that text, you could do so.
That's incredible. And then that's going to help. Because there's not much else we can do to speed up, it's human limitations of how many hours there is in a day. There's not a lot we can do about it. We're pretty efficient. All right, here we go to Ben's text. I'm gonna do my desktop. This doesn't have to be here anymore. I think this is you, right, Ben?
I am me. That looks like me.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Just some update on Ben's text. And let's see here. Okay. We did some of the I'm gonna blow this up. Okay, and I'm gonna give you the okay. We're gonna do one class on the biographies. We've been reading biographies of Dignaga and Dharmakirti, the great logic writers. And then we're gonna get back to Ben's text. And it's gonna take us 8 years to finish the first book, I'm sorry to say. It's a huge book. Even if we could split it up, and then we could finish the first book in 2024, which is probably, I think it's better to make shorter books and put out the books rather than wait 8 years to put out a book. And what else we got? Yeah, you got all that. Yeah. Okay. So we're continuing now with Master Dharmakirti's biography. And here we go. Okay. Ben's gonna read and Nick's gonna check. You guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Dene pandita sa wang lo landrel pa tsombar kepe lenchik tsamte sikpa pulwa chu tru yang tsamha me sekpe chi tsamne.
Yeah. Dene Pandita Sawang Lola Delpit Samba. I don't know why the law here, Ben.
Okay.
I guess for him, but it doesn't make much sense. I think Lawang Lo wrote a commentary. Let me see here. I got a piece of it. Yeah, this is by. This should have been. This should have been Le. Okay.
Geshe, I'm a little embarrassed to say I'm not exactly sure where we are. We were kind of simultaneously doing two biographies right now because we had our own biographical material that we looked up from Bhutan, but we also were doing the biography last term from Geshe Yeshe Wangchuk directly.
I'm in the Bhutan.
Okay.
Yeah. We have two sets of biographies. We have biographies by Bhutan Rinpoche, who is just before Tsongkhapa. And then we have a biography by Yongzhen Yeshe Gyaltsen, who wrote the biographies of the Lamrim masters. And they're not the same. They have differences. So I think it's nice to read both of them, okay? We're in the middle of Bhutan Rinpoche's biography. And this should have been an S, okay? So Pandit Lawang Le wrote a commentary. Kupe means he asked, I think Dharmakirti asked his student to write a commentary. And Tsam means past tense of Tsom. He wrote one. So the first time he composed one. Sikpa Pul means, can you guess? Just guess. It's an idiom.
Sipapul. I don't know. It was seen far and wide, or
don't forget he was asked by his teacher to write a commentary. Then
he offered it as to his eyes, his holy eyes.
Yeah, he showed his first draft to his teacher, and he threw it in a lake. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then Yang
he wrote it again.
Wrote it over again, and his teacher made a stick.
He burned it up, set it on fire.
Threw it in the fire. And then Chi means after that, he wrote it again. Okay. And then he wrote a little colophon to it, which we have here. Okay, I got it for you. Okay. It's from he wrote a commentary called Difficult Points in Dharmakirti's Pramanavartika, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the author was Devendra Buddhi. Devendra Buddhi. Okay. And here is this is the ending of the 4th chapter. And his comments he's covering himself for his teacher. Okay, he's trying to cover himself in case he decides to nuke it or something. I don't know. He says, Pelcher Kawa Meni Dang. I am Pelcher Kawa Me.
I'm mostly I have no goodness. I have no virtue mostly.
Yeah, I just don't have the karmic bank account to do this. Okay. I mean, for the most part, I don't have the karmic bank account to write a good commentary. And this is it's probably much cooler in the Sanskrit, but he says, and time waits for no man. Okay. And he says, I'm running out of time in my life. I keep writing commentaries and my teacher keeps throwing them out.
Dopa is like to wait?
To stay, yeah, to stay.
To stay, yeah. Oh, it doesn't stay. Cool.
So look, I'm not very good at this stuff, and time waits for no man. So look, I just did my best for Rangkomba.
For Rangkomba, I don't see that but for my own meditation, for my own practice.
Yeah, this kom means to get used to something. Kom.
Okay.
Look, I just wanted to familiarize myself with the material. I'm not even calling it a commentary that I would publish. I was just trying to get more familiar with it myself. So to put it briefly, that's why I have written a kondo.
Yeah, I work on difficult topics.
So look, I don't have the karma, but look, I'm getting older, and I wanted to work with the material so I could increase my own familiarity with it, and I'm not even capable of writing a commentary. But here you go. Here's my best shot. Please read this. Nick, you're still checking. Nick, how much birthday cake? Be honest. How many pieces? Come on.
I ate one cupcake, but that was a lot for me, and many quesadillas.
I did grandpa there. Okay. Go ahead.
Shepapowe chodang siki surki tsumbe den nama chongwa de siki
Jungwar.
su jungwar de siki su dembe den chong duk sung.
Okay. So he added those lines at the end as sort of a disclaimer. And then he offered it again to Dharmakirti and Pulwa. And Dharmakirti said, Machua du means you missed tra. Okay, there's implications. Nick knows this expression.
Yes.
There's implications of the wording that you have missed completely. Okay, and Sikisor Sumbe Dun, there's other implied points here that are incidental to the wording. Okay, Tikisur ki means if you were more sensitive to the words I used, you would have seen more deeply into my book. You don't understand the wording, and you don't understand the, what do you call it? The possible extrapolations. True. You don't understand the possible extrapolations of this stuff. For example,
implications.
Using Adam's text for advanced level 2 for DCI. You don't understand how this could be used elsewhere. You don't understand the finer points of the language. Majung, you missed all of that. But
I mean, you got the words right, the meaning of the words right?
Generally, you have glossed the words correct. Okay, you got the basic information. Okay, the bells and whistles you missed completely. Okay, which is happens a lot. Okay, and there's Lawang Lo's appendix. All right.
Poor buddy.
And Venerable Upala, you're just up on my screen here. Can you check in here? How are you feeling, Venerable?
Oh, my feeling?
Take care of yourself. We need you.
Okay, thank you.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
Okay. Grandpa's always at Snap there almost every day. You can drop in.
My eyes are a little foggy, but
Yeah, welcome. Okay, please read, Dr. Kramer.
Onkyang ne rikpa di shengi manorwar ni shepangu kong te namdragi tuktu gyatsola ni cho shindurangi lu la tim shin nupa ni du gyur shepa chukche tako.
Lovely.
Ungang, at any rate, my rikpa.
My understanding.
My logic. Shenki Yeshe Manorwar.
Shenki Mishe. Yeah, you couldn't grasp anyway.
Other people don't understand me.
Yeah, Manorwar without fault. Like they don't get it right.
Yeah, people don't get my meaning unmistaken.
Yeah. Okay, so you didn't get it, but you're in good company.
He was thinking that, and because he had that feeling, he was whining about Devendra Buddhi's commentary, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
just don't get what I'm trying to say. And he said, therefore, it is said at the end of the sentence, Chaco, it is said that he ordered something chuked at the end of his original Pramanavartika. He said, I want the following sentence added to my original work on logic. Dharmakirti said, look, nobody gets what I tried to say. I'm asking you guys to add a sentence at the end of my book.
Wow.
Okay. And here's the sentence. Namgyal Jijuktu, at the end of my book, I want you to say, Gyatso La Ni Chuo Tim. You know Tim from all the Vajrayogini stuff.
Yeah, dissolve into the rivers dissolving into the ocean. Something.
Yeah, the rivers of the planet Earth and disappear into the ocean. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just like that, my understandings are gonna rangi lula Tim.
Yeah, they're gonna fade with my body.
Yeah, exactly. Nupani, and they will be gone on this earth. Okay. My understandings, like the rivers flow into the ocean, my understandings will withdraw back into my being, and then they'll disappear in this world. People just won't get it. So he said, please add that. And I went and got it for you. And it's so beautiful. It's part of a long poem. Not too long. I think it's definitely worth reading. It's just, it's 2 verses. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so if you don't mind, I thought we could read the whole 2 verses. It was actually 2 verses that he had added. Okay.
Wonderful.
So let's read it together. Venerable Upala, can you keep going on this guy?
Yes, please.
Loyi nupa chongwa mepa de daki kyang sabmoy de ni dokmechen.
Read that much, translate that much. Okay. Some people, their loi nupa is chung. Sorry.
Yeah, they.
Chunga mepa.
Oh, they don't even have a little bit of mental capacity.
No, I think here is there are people who have no mean understanding.
They have no small understanding.
Yeah, there's people who have no small wisdom. It means they have, but even those guys.
Yeah, they don't grasp the subtleties.
Yeah, of someone. Of Deni.
Of the subtleties of suchness.
Of emptiness, yeah. Okay. So look, there are people who we can't call them idiots, but still they don't understand the finer points of emptiness.
Okay.
Keep going, same team, okay?
Tundru Shintu Lakpar Kirpa Tedaki Kyang Choki Deni Tong Neten.
You can almost guess what he's saying. Same pattern.
Let's see, those by exceeding effort, though.
There are people who work really hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Even though there are people who make quite a bit of effort indeed, they don't see suchness, emptiness, ultimately, or the highest meaning implied here of emptiness. Yeah.
They don't see the highest form of emptiness. Yeah. Okay. Even though they work really hard. Okay. Keep going. Same team.
Droal nam la tung par lik she lartin jepa min yepa chen koi shung.
Yeah. This one's hard. Okay. Joy namla sumbar. Joy namla sumbar leshe lanzen chepa. When I look at all the people around me, Joy namla. When I look for someone who could keep this eloquent teachings, when I look for someone who could keep these eloquent teachings the same as I have. Okay, Sumba.
Yeah.
Minye.
I don't find them.
I don't see anybody. And I'm afraid that ko shun. Ko means me.
Me. Yeah. My
My
writing, my
great
text.
Yeah, my text will be like the. Please read.
Gyatsolani chowo shindu rangi lu la tim shing nupa ni du gyur. Sorry, gyur. Yeah, like we said, this is the line that we had, right?
Yeah.
It will fade away like with my body, like oceans fade into the sea.
Yeah, like rivers flowing into the sea. Yeah.
Sorry, like rivers fade into the sea.
He's got one more verse if you want to. It's the same.
Of course I do.
It's the same. It's very sad, really. Okay, here we go. Keep going, Utpala.
Suldang Sulmin Nampar J Kel Dawa Yemba Tang Tsing Sek.
Yeah, number J, I just ask you to notice the apostrophe. J.
J, like, I don't know the difference between what is or is not the way or the method.
Those who are skilled in distinguishing between what should be done and what shouldn't be done, okay? They tend to get stuck in the Ngembe Sangsing, okay? Sangsing means they get all tied up in knots, okay? It means...
Rambles?
Yeah, you can say, what do you call that? Like hair that's all tied up. It hasn't happened to me in a while.
Yeah, I don't know, dreadlocks, but I don't think that's what you mean.
It means all knotted together. Okay, they get knotted up in their viewpoints. They get knotted up in arguing about their viewpoints. Sangsing means like a tumbleweed is sangsing.
Okay, sangsing. Sek though, it's not like burn here.
Oh yeah, they do.
It
They get consumed in the in a tangle of they get consumed in a tangle of bad viewpoints. Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, let's read this one.
Yeah. Papa ni gi Jesu sungwei yang dak rik pe lam dumba.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, kind of like the realized beings themselves, the Aryas themselves. Following scripture. Yeah.
Then Papa Niki Jesus. Well, I would read it. They are taken by the hand and guided by the Arya. Okay, you see what I mean? Jesus means to.
Okay. Oh.
Also means to lead somebody, to take someone after you, literally. Okay, to take someone after you. So the papas come and take them by the hand, and they show them
the path of the path of reasoning or the path of logic, the teacher's path of logic.
Careful with the spelling of Rick.
It's not logic, the path of the family or the intelligence. I don't understand. Of knowledge.
Yeah, they show them the path of pure knowledge. Okay. They take them by the hand and show them the path of pure knowledge. Keep going. Same two guys.
Oh, stupid question. I mean, I should know this by now, but even though they're related, Rick without the sa is knowledge in a more general sense or a state of mind in a more general sense, and Rick with the sa is more specifically logic.
Yeah, exactly. Rick is a mental function, or the general Shepa. Rikpa and Shepa are the same. And Rix with an S means family or proper or logic.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
or logic.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Shun look min she yun den ya den lo ngen ni pong jik ba bang.
Shunlu.
I'm sorry.
What's Shunlu?
Oh, shun look the big what is it the main path?
It
Like
means,
the main books.
System of this text, right?
yeah, the system of the scriptures. Yeah.
Okay.
They are like a ninja, ninmoche, that thing which creates ninmo.
Daymaker.
Daymaker, yeah.
Yeah, Daymaker. Okay. So our scriptural tradition is like a sun. It imparts to you yinden gya.
100 good qualities.
Yeah, that sun has 100 good qualities, and it helps you bong longen.
To remove like stupid ideas or lack of intelligence or stupidity.
And it's just like Jigme sitting here.
Yes, and removes fear.
Yeah. Data, please read.
Deta murky lo miknam dak kepe patmo gye che yin. And that
That's the way it is, admittedly. Okay.
I admit that, yeah.
Okay.
But he disjunctive, I guess.
Yeah.
Lomik, the eye of intelligence, of the what is it? Opens wide like a lotus.
Yeah. When you open someone's eyes, sometimes it's compared to the sunlight hitting a lotus bud and causing it to open. You see what I mean?
Okay.
So my book, if you guys have pure eyes, if your minds are sharp, then my book is going to open your eyes in the same way that the sunlight opens a lotus flower. Okay. It's kind of beautiful. Okay. And then that's the end of the book.
Yeah.
That's the final lines of the Pramanavartika chapter. According to Geshe, Yeshe, Wangchuk, they were added later. Student.
Button Geshe here in this case, right?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. All right.
Yeah.
By the way, this is the Geshe Wangchuk would know the oral traditions in the monastery, and there are stories that are told from generation to generation and never written down, in the monastery. And so we're lucky to have his commentary because we'll start hearing these things. All right, keep going, handsome.
And in this case, we're in Bhutan now, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, you're right. So Bhutan would even know them better. Mr. Haggerty lost some weight, look good. Haggerty's gonna correct you, so try to make some mistakes for him.
Okay. De lo ma dakya lo yin de trel she che drell den drell, thank you. J de lo ma odgi lo yin zero ka chik zama ri che jaki no lo yin zero.
Yeah. So Te Loma means Dharma Kirti's student, or it could mean the student of Devendra Buddhi. Okay. He's trying to talk about a lineage now. So his student, I would say it's probably Devendra Buddhi, was Shakyalo. And he did a Geshe.
Geshe, an explanation commentary.
Yeah, he made another commentary.
Okay.
Shakya Buddhi probably is his name. And then he had a Loma.
He had a student as well.
whose name was Ukilo, which is something like, what is it? What's
Kashapa? Kashapa?
Yeah, that's another one. Anyway, Prakasha, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, something Mati. And the Sero is people say. Okay,
Okay.
it means he's not sure if it's correct.
Okay.
It is said that he had a student named Ukilo. And it is also said by some people that Jamari, which is the original Sanskrit for Jamari, was the Ngulo of Chudak.
The Ngulo, the direct disciple of Dharmakirti.
Yeah, good. Now it gets into this. I got screwed up here, and it took me a long time to get unscrewed up. Apparently there's a master named Genki Pu, okay, which means hanging with jewels or hanging with jewelry, okay. Jewelry hanging off him, but that's his personal name, and it's misspelled here, which made it a lot of fun because I've never seen the word in my life correctly, which is correctly spelled, and they misspelled it. So it took a while. So he received a loan, okay.
An oral lineage blessing.
He received an oral transmission. His student was Dilwafa, Vinita Deva, right? And his student was Chircho Dharmotara. Certe, people say that, okay?
Okay.
And Chirchokni and Dharmotara, according to the Tika, thanks a lot, all right?
Yes, great.
According to the commentary, was a student of both Chun Jung Jin Akaradatta or something, and Ge Sun, which I don't know what that would be. Punya
Rakshita?
Allah? No.
Punya Rakshita or Punya Bala, something like that. Yeah, okay. So he's just probably he's reporting information from old, what do you call it? The stuff at the end of the book.
Colophones?
Colophones, yeah. He's just repeating stuff from old colophones, which can be really a hopeless thing. All right. By the way, I found Genki Pu elsewhere. Okay. And
Yes.
somebody bows down to him in a list of Pramana teachers. Okay. So
That's nice.
it is a personal name. Okay, one more line.
Zamari Gen La Drelshe Che Haggerty Dul Tang De Bie Ga Wei De Dun La Trel Pa Bie Ze Grad Go.
Yeah, you're overwhelming, Haggerty.
Sounds incorrect, but
Yeah.
You're right. That's great. Good.
So Zamani wrote a commentary to the ornament, which is another commentary. Nita Deva and I forget what's Deje Gawa, but you can look it up.
Yeah.
They wrote commentaries to all 7 books on Pramana by Dharmakirti. Okay.
Okay.
Kako, it is said. It is said. And by the way, the biography of is this Bhutan?
Yes, apparently that's what you told me at the start of today.
That's the end of his biography. Okay.
Okay.
And so that's a wrap.
Cool.
If we want, we can go on to the other biography by Inside the Lamrim Masters. Okay.
Mhm.
Which has some interesting stuff. It's useful. Okay. All right. So I'm going to skip now to the actual text.
Okay.
You're actually a little bit ahead of schedule today.
Super.
we're in the middle of another biography of Dharmakirti inside the book you're translating by Yeshe Wangchuk. We had gone outside to another history book to get a biography. We finished it, and now we're coming back to the other biography by the author. Okay, so please read, and Hassel's sitting here ready to contradict you. You want to come up here and sit next to me for a moment? Okay. I got this handsome Mixed Nuts Reading Club guy.
Awesome. He's the best. Lopun Dak Ni Champe.
Wait.
Can you see him?
What?
Yeah, okay, here we go. All right.
Lopun
Kramer's going to purposely make mistakes, and you're supposed
Dak Ni Chen Pos Gun Dun
Wait.
Che.
He's reading so slow that I can't even find the mistake. Okay, again, please.
Again, Lopun Dak Ni Chen Pos Gus Don Gu Be Good Dun Tom Che True Par Gong Ne Itam Gi Hua La Tsepa Gyun Chaks Ze Belkor Lo Dunpe Drup Tam Shi Kyang Se Dompe Drup Top Shi Kyang Ze Rung Pe Ke Du Ma Gyur.
Nice. Okay. Lopan Dagni Chambo. I think they're talking about Dharmakirti. Yeah, they're still talking about Master Dharmakirti. So this great being, this master, he had the idea, Gong, that he could drupa all his goodness.
He could achieve all of his goals.
Yeah, all his desired goals. If he did a tupa to the Yidam Kisla.
If he made offerings, praises of his his close angel.
Yeah, Ginchak means over and over, like every day. Okay, Ginchak means on a regular basis. Say, so he did, with the intention of wanting to achieve all his needs and his goals. Dharmakirti practiced Tantra, which is pretty awesome. You know, he's like a quote lower school, and he wanted to succeed in his teaching, so he took on a personal angel. Okay, and Kolo Dombe Drupta. He even wrote a Drupta.
Sadhana for reaching Chakra-samvara.
Yeah, he wrote a sadhana for reaching Chakra-samvara. What's the 51st chapter of Chakra-samvara?
Vajrayogini.
Vajrayogini, yeah. So he was writing sadhanas. So he was heavily involved in Tantra. But Zerung means...
it didn't make it into Tibetan.
Yeah, even though it's the case that he composed them, Puke de Magyar.
Yeah.
What's the gyur here?
Wasn't translated into Tibetan.
Yeah, it was never translated into Tibetan. I'm sure Aisha can find it 2,000 years later. Or, sorry, 1,500 years later. It's only 1,500 years. Okay.
Geshe,
yeah.
Just a I don't know, a confusing or interesting point or something. I don't know if you have any comment on it, right? But Master Dharmakirti is classically considered the Hinayana master in the sense that he is the master of the Sutra school, which is classically Hinayana. And of course, any practice like this is necessarily associated with Mahayana. Vajrayana is a subset of Mahayana. So how do we reconcile that this master clearly had Mahayana practices?
I would, you tell me what's probably the case.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I know that we like to say things like he is teaching from this perspective to help us, and that is not his personal perspective per se.
I would say that, but also I would say if you really understand Adam's text as it's being taught in December in the advanced level of DCI, you would say that understanding Dharmakirti is extremely helpful to tantric practice. Yeah. So
I want to say when Jetsun Kappa bows to lineage lamas in the mind only and middle way lineages in Changyulik Shen Yingbo, that I think he mentions Dharmakirti on the mind only side, but I'm not aware if there are like explicit mind only texts by Dharmakirti.
I don't know. I don't think there's any in the mind only section in the Tengyur, for example, but I could be, I might be wrong.
Okay.
Certainly there's, I'll tell you one thing. We're gonna see in Sugang's text, we're about to hit a huge section where Vasubandhu says, hey, would you guys like to go over this again from a mind-only point of view? From my brother's book, using my brother's book, you know, he says, you guys want to go over this, you want to go through this same section again, but from a mind-only viewpoint, and he does. And it's really awesome, you know. And so who is Vasubandhu's best student who surpassed him in the study of logic?
Oh, this is him. This is the guy. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's I'm sorry, Master Dignaga.
Yeah, and he's direct. You know, Dharmakirti is his direct. Some people say direct disciple. Some say second disciple.
One removed, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. So wouldn't it make sense that if Vasubandhu was a closet mind only guy, that his student was a closet mind only guy, that his
makes sense.
Was a closet mind only guy,
right?
Gets us.
Absolutely.
Yes, me. All right. Now we have some poetry. Hasa's going to continue babysitting you, and you can also try to mess him up.
Deal. Jitar note depun ke la den drusting shung ne rin chen ling du che ge te chung wei rin tang met pe nor nye ne rang yu lo ke ka wa yin
Shin ga shin. Now I have a question for Seiji. So who is Maitra Yajna? Maitra Yajna?
The merchant, the son of the merchant, right?
Yeah, the son of the merchant. Yeah, there's Maitri. He's expressing his.
Maitri.
That's who Maitri was named after, and this is a reference to that kind of event. Okay, this verse is a reference to one of those trips. Okay, so Jita Nord, if you dip a nor,
if you want jewels,
riches,
you better then on a Depan Kepa.
You're gonna have to rely on a master sailor.
And you're gonna guess that Geshe's gonna correct this to
Bisten. Okay, there you go. I wasn't gonna guess.
Should have been Bisten. If you want to go get jewels at the island of jewels, Ratnadvipa, Sri Lanka, you're going to have to go find yourself a master ship captain. Then you're going to have to shook into a drusing.
Hop up on a ship.
And che here means draw. To
set sail for the land of milk and honey.
Travel to the island of jewels, right?
Yes. Okay.
And then you will get a Norbu.
A jewel, an invaluable jewel.
Yeah, beyond all price, and it will
bring you all that you need or desire.
Yeah,
which mimics the verbiage we had above, referring to why he made offerings to his close angel.
Yeah, In other words, it's a real chintamani. It's a
Wish forgiving jewel.
okay. If you nyepa that kind of norbu,
Well, if you find it,
yeah, and then you lopa to your own wrong yul,
then you go back home.
yeah, you are sitting there, gawa.
Just happy as could be.
Yeah, you're sitting there fat and happy. Okay. Now that's all going to be compared to something else now.
Uh-oh. Okay.
That's a metaphor, and now we'll see. Okay. Please read this, and Hasa's still gonna hustle you.
Good. De dun ma yi ku de ying du chang dot goose jor wei tun true ra la sheep chok good tun nge drup rien chen chong chok du nam byo tok me no. Thank you. Young chut tok me nor nye chi ga.
Yeah, good. Deden mai. Cool. Cool means if you have been, what do you call it? Exhorted by your mother back at home, who has great faith and aspiration in you and in what you guys could be. And she pushes you, and you ning du jang. If you keep that vision in your mind that your mother sent you off to do this thing, which, by the way, if it's a reference to Maitri Yajna, it's
the opposite.
Yeah, she didn't want him to go. Okay, it seems here that she is pushing you to go. Come on, go out and make your what do you call it? Go out and make your name in the world.
Make your fortune. Find your fortune.
Go get on a ship and go to Sri Lanka. Bring us back some jewels. Your mom is like, come on, you can do it. All right. Tak like Noor and Maitri. Tak Jorwit or Nick and the birthday girl. Tak
get on that horse and ride hard.
Yeah, good.
And endlessly.
Yeah, with respect for your mother's wishes.
Yes, talk. Okay, yeah.
And then you will be able to travel to the Tronkir.
Yeah, the city of riches.
Yeah, which is where you can pick up all your choking udrups and tumongding udrups.
Oh, your ordinary and extraordinary achievements.
Good. If you're a Namche Tokme, if you're a person of Tokme Namche,
unstoppable discernment. I looked at this ahead, and honestly, it's so. I couldn't find a good English, but it's so pretty, right? Because the word discernment or discrimination or viveka seems like it refers to cutting, and then unstoppable sounds like a blade, but I don't know how to say that in English, how to tie those together.
I think it's a good problem that you have because it's very unusual Tibetan also. It's meant to be unusual. It's meant to be strange. It's like some band name that you have to think about to figure Simba Funk. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, having found that, meaning having found that unstoppable wisdom, the unstoppable viveka, then why not be happy or something? Chimiga?
If you're a person of unstoppable discrimination, and you were able to find a jewel, jewel of knowledge, right? Why wouldn't you be happy?
What could be? Oh, again, we're over time a couple minutes. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
But it's a beautiful verse, right? And I believe it's a reference back to the story of Maitri Yajna. Okay, but there are many stories of people who went to Sri Lanka to get rich. It was like the gold rush of those days.
Why wouldn't he be happy indeed? I mean, I don't understand. Like who
it's being if you went to the Jewel Island and came back with a bunch of really precious jewels,
Yeah.
you'd be happy. But if your mother sent you to pick up enlightenment from the Isle of Wishes, and you came back with it, if you came back with the highest end common attainments, wouldn't you even be more happy? It's like that. Why? I mean, if normal people get happy bringing back a jewel from Sri Lanka, and you went out into the world and brought back enlightenment, why wouldn't you be happy? Okay, gee,
Yeah. Okay. But is there some implication that there's someone who wouldn't be happy? I mean, why me, God? Gee, me.
It's a what do you call it? It's like a sarcastic state. Who wouldn't be happy to get
Okay.
who wouldn't be happy to get champagne if they wanted some beer?
Okay. All right, cool. Great.
All right, stop here. That's not a good example.
No, it sounds terrible.
All right. Well, I'm personally happy to be back in the saddle with Kramer and you
Me
guys.
too. Thank you, boss. Delighted.
Yeah. Let's take a break. Uncle Nick, how much time we got?
I think 5 minutes,
What?
6 minutes. Yeah.
God, you-
Yeah. We went a little over, so we're gonna have to just take a short break.
All right. We'll see you back here at what time, Nick? 5 hours.
Let's do 25. Sorry, 35, 6:35.
Okay. See you guys
Thank
later.
you, Geshe.
Hey, I love you. See you soon.
Yes, thank you.